Welcome back. In this video, I am going to show you how to build a list of target keywords for your blog using SEMrush. Now, this is our site, gooddogshirts.co. I'm going to go back into SEMrush. And we selected a seed keyword of dog grooming. So I'm first going to go into the keyword magic tool and enter this keyword. Dog grooming, click on search. This gives me exactly 126K or a little bit more ideas of keywords that are related to dog grooming. Now, since this is a list that I'm creating for a blog post or content strategy, I'm going to filter for informational keywords. And since my blog is a brand new blog, a brand new website with a very low authority score, I am going to select a custom range of keyword difficulty from 0 to 49, which is the edge of possible, according to SEMrush right here. And I'm going to click apply. Now, you'll see that my keyword universe has been now narrowed down to 1.9K. That's still a lot with a total search volume of 315,000. And that's just traditional search. So targeting these keywords with content will help me build topical authority that is also going to help me show up in search results or answers in LLMs. So I am going to now go through the long but very fun process of selecting the keywords that I want to write content about. This is quite a manual process, so I just go one by one. Dog grooming instruments, like this could be potentially a comparison blog post, so I will select that. Dog grooming tools, you'll notice that this is both an informational keyword and also a transactional keyword. So before I select this as a target keyword for my blog, I might want to do a little bit more investigation about this term. You can do that by clicking on the keyword itself. This will take you into keyword overview, which basically just provides an in-depth view of this one keyword. So when we scroll down after we take a look at volume and intent and the trend, we can look at the SERP analysis to understand what type of results are ranking for this term. So the number one search result right here is a website called Groomers Pro. So when we take a look at this site, this is a site that sells the actual equipment for dog grooming. Oh my God, how cute are these little dogs? So with a blog post, we are not going to be able to compete with this website. That's nearly impossible. So a search term or keyword like dog grooming tools might not be the right fit for me. It's more transactional than informational according to the SERP analysis that we just took a look at. So I'm not going to include it. Dog grooming tips, different story. Yes, high on the keyword difficulty side or higher, but it's still possible with a decent average search volume. So on and so forth, you will go through this very long list and select the keywords. Again, you should be like selecting things that you think, yeah, this could be a blog post or yeah, this could be a YouTube video. It's like a topic that you believe that you can write a piece of content, a comprehensive, useful piece of content around. So once you have selected target keywords, the next thing you want to do is you want to create a list to contain these keywords within SEMrush. So I'm going to go and click on this little drop down. We're going to create a new empty list and call it good dog shirts content strategy. And now this one keyword has been selected and added to this list. Of course, I selected a lot more keywords. So if you want to send keywords over in bulk to this list, you can click on this button, hit apply, and then select the keyword list that you want to use. In this case, our default one. And as you can see now, this keyword list has 60 target keywords with a maximum capacity of 2,000. So on and so forth. You want to spend as much time as you can and want viewing all the different types of keywords that the Keyword Magic tool is recommending, clicking on the ones that you want to write content around, and then sending all of those terms over to the Keyword Strategy Builder, specifically to the list that you've created. Okay, a second way that you can add target keywords for your blog using SEMrush is by using the keyword gap tool. First thing we want to do in the keyword gap tool is add your own domain. Our domain in this case is gooddogshirts.co. Then you want to add a competitor. Now, for this particular exercise, it's really helpful to add a competitor that is much larger than you, that has potentially a content strategy presence that you want to emulate. So even though Good Doc Shirts is teeny tiny, I am going to add a competitor that is humongous and huge. So Chewy.com, just because they do really, really well in SEO, and this will give me a lot more ideas than if I were to target a competitor such as like littlebeast.co, for example, which is larger than me, but doesn't have a massive blog presence. Okay, so I'm going to click on compare. What this tool does, which is just so cool, is that it will compare the keywords that your competitor is ranking for up to, you could add more competitors too up here, as you can see. It'll compare that versus what you are ranking for. Good Doc Shirts is teeny tiny, so the keyword overlap is only 3, but Chewy, as I mentioned earlier, does really well with SEO. So they have 915,000 keywords that they are ranking for. Now, since we are specifically interested in informational keywords related to dog grooming, I am going to use the filters here to focus on that topic. So intent is informational. We want the keyword difficulty, same as before, to be between 0 and 49. And then finally, you can filter by keyword. So in this case, dog grooming is our seed keyword. So now this feels like a much more manageable analysis. We are not ranking currently for any dog grooming keywords because, again, we don't have any content around this topic. It's the whole point of content strategy. But when we scroll down, we can see what terms Chewy is successfully ranking for. It defaults, the search here in this details area defaults to missing. Missing are keywords that Chewy, my competitor, or as many as you added in here, is actually ranking for, and I am not. This is a great place to start. And as you can see, there are some keywords that have already been added to my list. They have this little green checkbox, but there are many others that have not been added. So I'm going to scroll down and ensure that I add those. Okay. Now that I've selected some keywords that are not transactional, that I want to write blog posts around, and that are not already on my list, I'm going to do this exact same thing and add them to my keyword list by selecting this button here. And now you can see that my keyword list has grown to 175. Now, I shortcutted this process. This is a short video, but of course, you could spend a lot more time exploring both the Keyword Magic tool and Keyword Gap tools to understand what type of keywords you want to write content around in order to rank for both traditional search engines and LLMs. Okay, I'll see you in the next video where we will take these keywords and cluster them in order to write content that is centered around topics and clusters. See you in the next one.